Hello everybody and welcome to another reaction video. And today we're going to be reacting to a band called Liliac, or Liliac, I'm not entirely sure. A band I've never ever heard of before. So obviously I had to do a little bit of research on them, and I came up with something fairly interesting. It says Liliac are a young band made up of 3 brothers and 2 sisters. Bit like Hanson, I suppose, only with more members and hopefully better music. The band was envisioned by their father, Florin Christea, aka Chris Florin, an accomplished music producer who has written and produced songs in many American and European television shows and movies, such as MTV's True Life, 10 on Top, Morning Hot Mix, and Parental Control, A&E's Jackson Family Dynasty, Lifetime's Bond of Silence, as well as many other productions. Chris Florin recognised that his children had the musical gift at a young age and invested in his time coaching them to become better musicians and encouraging them to pursue their dreams. He is currently producing the band's dynamic new album. So there you go, it's an entirely family project apparently. So I'll be very intrigued to see what this is like. I haven't seen any indication as to which one of the brothers and sisters is the singer, who does what. I just know there's 3 brothers, 2 sisters, that's all I know. So it'll be interesting to see what this is like, it'll be interesting to see where it goes. I've got the lyrics to the track up here. We're going to be looking at a track called Chain of Thorns. So yeah, be interesting to see where this goes. So I think we'll just get straight into it. So Liliac, Chain of Thorns. It's very interesting. It's actually quite catchy. You know, they've got one of the daughters on vocals. She's got a really very good voice, and obviously there was the harmonies with the rest of the band, and you know, they all culminated into quite a strong and powerful voice. It's quite catchy. It's more rock than metal, that's for certain. And definitely considerably better than Hanson. Even though there was apparently a young lad on the keyboard, and he appears to be very, very young. I'm not sure how old, but yes, that's quite interesting. The song itself, it's, I don't know. I mean, it opens up with, "Can you feel the pain I feel? Can you hear my scream inside? Or the whisper in the night, am I a shadow passing by? Can you hear my broken voice? Can you listen to my cries? All the tears that touch the ground, it's a dream that's left to die. Why the chain of thorns pierce my heart? Why? I disappear in the dark, yeah. Can't you see the fire that burns inside of me? She doesn't really want to know you. In your wildest dreams, you'll drown in misery. She doesn't really want to love you. She doesn't really care. So it's possible that this song is sung from the perspective of a girl or woman who seems to be in love with a guy that's basically he seems to be ignoring her and is got his attentions focused on some other woman, and she's basically going, don't you realise that that woman is no good for you? She doesn't really care about you. She doesn't want you. She, you know, if they are in fact dating, she's probably just using him for status or to get stuff. She doesn't actually have any romantic interest in him, whereas she's sitting in the background going, you know, I adore this man, you know, and he's letting her ruin his life. Possibly, I'm not sure if that's what it's about, but that's what it seems to suggest to me at the moment. We'll see what happens. We'll carry on with the track and see where it goes.
Holding back, holding on. The more I try, the more I fall. It's hard to breathe, I fade away. Thoughts of you haunt my mind. I think it's time to turn the page. It's your chance, open your eyes. I'm the rainbow in the dark, but it seems like you're blind. The chain of thorns pierce my heart. Why? I'll disappear in the dark. Yeah, cuts in a fire that burns inside of me. She doesn't really want to know you, and you always dream you're drowned in misery. She doesn't really want to love you. She doesn't really care. Oh no, she doesn't really care. Open your eyes, yeah. Can you feel the pain I feel? Can you hear a scream inside? All the tears that touch the ground. It's a dream that's left to die. The chain of thorns pierce my heart. That's why I'll disappear in the dark. Yes, cuts in a fire that burns inside of me. I'm the only one who knows you. Something of your heart and you will be relieved. I'm the one that really loves you. I'm the one who cares. Don't walk away. I'm the one that cares. Open your eyes, yeah.
Well, there we go. That was Liliac, Chain of Thorns, and I have to say, I actually really enjoyed that. It was very reminiscent of sort of older sort of rock bands like Heart and T'Pow and things like that. It had a certain vibe like that for me, and I really actually enjoyed it. the song carried on, holding back, holding on. The more I tried, the more I fall. It's hard to breathe, I'll fade away. Thoughts of you haunts my mind. I think it's time to turn the page. It's your chance, open your eyes. I'm the rainbow in the dark, but it seems like you're blind. Then it carries on. The chain of thorns that pierce my heart, why I disappear in the dark, yeah. And then it goes into that chorus, can't you see the fire that burns inside of me? She doesn't really want to know you. In your wildest dreams, you'll drown in misery. She doesn't really want to love you. She doesn't really care. And then it goes on. Oh no, she doesn't really care. Open your eyes. Can you feel the pain I feel? Can you hear my scream inside? All the tears that touch the ground, it's all dreams left to die. And then it does that, the chain of thorns that pierce my heart, that's why I disappear in the dark, yes. And then it brings the chorus in one last time with a slight difference. It says, can't you see the fire that burns inside of me? I'm the only one that knows you. Just open up your heart and you'll be relieved. I'm the one that really loves you. I'm the one who cares. So what I said earlier, my suggestion seems to be on point. The fact that she's in love with this guy and she's watching from a distance as he's in a relationship with a toxic woman, or he's pursuing some toxic woman who doesn't actually care about him, is probably just using him for her own benefit until such times as she gets bored or he can't give her what she wants anymore. So yeah, I mean, it's a good song. It's got a nice meaning because I know millions of people that have been in this very situation. It's a very real situation. So yeah, it wasn't bad. I actually really quite enjoyed it. It was very catchy. They're obviously very, very talented musicians. And I mean, I said earlier about the kid on the keyboard was quite young. There's a little lad off to the other side with his flying V guitar. He was tiny. How old was he? He looked about 11, if that. But anyway, so yeah, it was very enjoyable. I really actually liked that. I'd like to hear some more of their music. And yeah, so I actually hope that they go quite far, because that was very, very good. But I'll leave that one as it is. If anybody would like to suggest a track for me to react to, then please do so. By all means, you can drop a comment in the comment section below. Or you can message me on my Facebook or my Instagram. The links for those are also below. But do know that if you do suggest a track, it will take me a while to get around to it. As you know, I get suggested dozens of tracks every single day, so the list I have grows faster than I can record videos. There is also, as this whole internet thing has passed now, that a lot of videos seem to be getting blocked because of copyright laws in Europe. And I mean, in the last week I had maybe 3 videos that were blocked, so there's every chance that if you do suggest a video, I will record it. I will record every single suggestion I get given, but there is a chance that YouTube might block the video because of copyrighted content. But I will generally put a post on my community tab stating whether or not a video has been blocked, and you know, I will make it known that I have recorded the video, but it's been blocked by YouTube because of copyright. Also, Metalhead Reacts is a proud supporter of the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. They are a British-based charity whose main focus is to put an end to hate crimes, mostly those that are perpetrated towards the people of alternative subculture, you know, people who listen to alternative music or wear alternative clothing. I mean, essentially they want to put an end to all hate crimes, but that's their main focus, because essentially that is why and how the foundation came into being. If you don't know the story of Sophie Lancaster, it is a horribly tragic story where a young woman and her boyfriend were walking home late night, and they were set upon by a group of youths who basically beat Sophie Lancaster to death. They punched and kicked her to death. She was trying to protect her boyfriend. Her boyfriend got badly beaten, but he survived. But unfortunately, Sophie Lancaster was killed in the altercation. Just because of the way they dressed and because of the music that they listened to. That is the only reason they were attacked. And it is disgusting. It is something that needs to have an end put to it. I mean, we hear about various hate crimes on a daily basis. You know, you hear about racism, you hear about sexism, transphobia, homophobia. You know, there's religious hate crimes floating about every single day. You hear about these regularly. But the ones that you don't hear about, and the ones that get perpetrated daily, are hate crimes against people because of the fashion that they wear and because of the music that they listen to. I mean, I used to get bullied and beaten up on a daily basis because of the music I listened to and because of the clothes that I wore. And it's unacceptable. It's something that really needs to be addressed, and it's something that it needs to stop, because nobody has any excuse, any reason, and there is no justification whatsoever why anybody should be abused physically or mentally or verbally just because of the music that they listen to or the way that they dress. You know, everybody's got the right to be an individual. You know, I don't go around beating up people because they listen to music that's in the charts. You know, there's no justification behind it. That's like beating someone up for liking a different flavour bubblegum or ice cream than you. That's like beating someone up because they like Pepsi instead of Coca-Cola. You know, it's unacceptable, it's stupid, it's unjustifiable, and more attention needs to be brought to it. So, if you want to know more about the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, there is a link to their website in the description below. Pop over there, you know, you can find out, you know, what they're working on at the moment, find out what their main goal is, because they can explain it a damn sight better than I can, because I tend to go off on tangents and waffle on like crazy. And if you can help them in any way, it's greatly appreciated, even if it's something as simple as one of these Sophie wristbands, or even one of these ones. These ones are a little bit more expensive. But every little bit helps, and it all matters. It's really important. But I'm going to leave that as it is for the time being. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.